वागर्ताविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्तप्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम् ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवत् व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां हरिः ओम्. So we just keep looking at one text, we will go mad. So even in our food also we need variety, na? So in the same way, we will look at one chota stotra. Every time I do it, there is a main text and there is a minor text. Thoda variety hai. So some change. Bhajan bhi is a good change for us. So like that. So this time I have selected Matru Pancakam. This is 5 shlokas written by Bhagavan Shankaracharya. Bhagavan Shankaracharya has written a large number of works actually. In 1920, first time, there was one Vani Vilas press in Srirangam, Trichy. They printed the complete works of Adi Shankaracharya, which went to I think 1695 pages. So that much he has done. And which has Upanishad Bhashyas, all that. But he also written some beautiful stotras. Of all the stotras, this is very unique. Because normally stotra is for some devata. We have Ganesha Pancharatna. We have something on Krishna, something on Narasimha, something on Lakshmi Ashtotra, etc. But this is one stotra for his mother. So it is not really for a devata. It is for his mother. 5 beautiful shlokas, highly emotional, and that is what this Matru Pancakam is all about. Some of you may know the story. When Shankaracharya took sannyas, the mother was very feeling, every mother has emotions, no? At the end of that is the very lakshana of a mother. So she asked Shankaracharya, what is this? You are taking sannyas? Then Shankaracharya said, I will come at your last moment. Jarur hum aa jaunga. I will definitely come during your last moment. That promise he gave. And this was written at that point in time. This Matru Panchakam was the reflection of Bhagavan Shankaracharya about his mother. In the process, we get to know about mother. So that is how this Matru Panchakam is. In our Sanatan Dharma, mother is very, very special. Mother occupies, the Mata occupies a very, very important position in Sanatan Dharma. Very, very important. That is why in Taittiriya Upanishad, when there is a convocation address, Taittiriya Upanishad, in the first chapter, the 11th section, there are 11 sections in first chapter of Taittiriya Upanishad. The last section in Taittiriya Upanishad is a convocation address. Students are passing out of the Gurukula. Adhyayanam to katam samapt hua hai. So they are going out of the Gurukula. That time some advices are given. So very beautiful set of mantras are there in Taittiriya Upanishad. In that comes this mantra which many of us know. You know what is the first one of the first instructions he gives? Matru devo bhava, Pitru devo bhava, Acharya devo bhava, Atiti devo bhava. This is the instruction. In the Indian tradition, whatever they write, the order is very, very important. You cannot change the order. You can't simply say Pitru Devo Bhava and then Matru Devo Bhava. Not allowed. Because there is a reason things are written like that. For example, I give this example very often. In Lalita Sahasranama, there is one, out of the 1008 namas, there is one nama. Icha Shakti, Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Swarupinyai Namaha. This order is very, very important. You want to achieve anything in life, you start an industry, you want to do an innovation, you want to do something new. What is the order? First, Icha Shakti. I want to achieve something. That is the first required. Icha Shakti. Then you need Jnana Shakti. Without know-how, what are you going to do? Some people have desire, they have no know-how. Sab vyarth ho jayega. So Icha Shakti, then Jnana Shakti, then Kriya Shakti Swarupinyai Namah. That is the order. You should not change it. Why I am saying, whatever mantras are told, they have a strict order in which Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, you can't change that order. Why? Your foundation of life starts with Dharma. With that foundation only you have a superstructure. Foundation acha nahi to pura building will fall down in no time. So Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha only we should say. We should not say Kama, Aksha, Dharma, that you should not change. That is the order. In the same way, in Taittiriyopanishad in the convocation address, Matru Devo Bhava. Why did they say like that? Why did the Rishi say mother first? That's a question. Why can't he say Acharya Devo Bhava, then Pitru Devo Bhava, then Matru Devo Bhava? No. We have to think on it. For every one of us sitting in this room, for every one of us who is going to be born for millennium years, thousands and thousands of years, the Adi Guru is Mata. First Guru for every child is Mata, not a teacher, not father. Adi Guru is Mata. And it is only a mother. You know what? There is a role mother and father are supposed to play. In this Grahasthashram, there is a role the mother and father has to play. And the Acharya. That's why the Taittiriyopanishad used three people there. Matru Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava. Why? Because you know what is the role of the mother? It is only the mother who can teach ethics and moral and values and wisdom of life. Father cannot teach, I am telling you. Not the Acharya. Why? Because all these are established in a child by the time the child becomes 4 years old. You cannot teach ethics. Today there are, in IIM Bangalore we are having a course on ethics. Sarvam Vyartham. Because the mold is already dried. It is not clay hai na. Clay is not wet. वो तो dry हो गया. If you try to do something there, it will break. So we are teaching ethics at the age of 25. And our students, for time pass, they are going through the course. Ethics, morality, values of life, what is the world? Only a mother can teach. If today's mothers drop their children to an ayah and go to work, we have to say ayah devo bhava. Matru, you have to delete. I am telling you, that is what is happening in these double income families. The children are not taught anything worthwhile. In IIM campus, I lived for 35 years. When I am telling, when my daughter was a young child, she is a professor now. When young child, when she was, other children who plays with her come to my house. I'll ask my wife, after the kids come and play, I ask their wife, is these two children, both the parents are working? She will say yes, because I see from their behavior. They are left high and dry. ऐसा नहीं करना है. It is not a nice thing. Our culture is not like that. It is only the mother who can teach ethics, morality, value of life. What is world? You can't read it in lessons. See, today people get 100 out of 100 in moral science and become immoral. So वो तो अलग है. Values are built at home at the age of 3 and 4. So Adi Guru is mother. For everybody in the world, not Indians. This is the world order, I am telling you. Adi Guru is mother. Then what is father? Father is the greatest guru who teaches the child how to be very good in a Vyavaharika Jagat. When you step out of the world, that knowledge father actually shows in many ways. So he also plays a role. I am not anyway downplaying the father. What I am saying, there are distinct roles and there is an order. When the child is growing up, there are a lot of ideas they pick up from the father also. That is all Vyavaharika Padartha. Right? And then there is a teacher. Teacher can be at the age of 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 also. Because there are other kind of learning, relearning, all that happen. So these are the three gurus for us. Number one among them is Mata. And there is so much about mother in our scriptures. I am going to quote a little bit from Ramayana and Mahabharata. Thoda idhar udhar. In our Dharma Shastra, in Puranas, in Itihasas, there is so much of celebration of mother. So mother is a very, very important concept. No wonder, I don't know how many of you know, at least in the Adi Shankara Parampara, Acharya Parampara hai na, Sannyasi Parampara hai na. If somebody takes sannyas, I am sure it is there, even the Jaina Parampara also should be the same, I think. I am not fully aware. If somebody has to take a sannyas, they have to take the permission only from the mother, not the father. Whether father gives permission or not doesn't matter. Mother has to give permission. That is the importance of mother. Because the true welfare and the mother all the times thinks about the child. No entity in the world can ever come near a mother. So to take sannyas, in Shringeri Acharya, now he took sannyas, he took his Uttaradhikari, the next Acharya, 10, 12 years back. He will call the mother. If only the mother says, yes, my son can take sannyas, only then sannyas. Otherwise not possible. That is the role of a mother. That is the importance of a mother, which in the modern parlance, in a Western society, they have a different view. I am talking about Sanatan Dharma. Mother is everything in this country, and therefore mother has the greatest celebration in our scripture. So I will touch a little bit of that and take the first shloka. So every day I want to give a little reference from other scriptures also wherever possible, but we will also see the shloka. So what does Mahabharatam say about mother? Let us start there. What does Mahabharata says about mother? There is this story of Vyadha. I am sure you know. He is a butcher. It is a very famous story in Mahabharata. There is one Brahmin who did a great tapas. Great tapas. He was sitting and do tapas. One day what happened, while he was in tapas, there was a bird sitting and then it dropped. The bird dropping. Haina? This Brahmin looked at it and then the two birds burnt. There were a pair of birds. So he thought, oh, how much is my tapas? Fantastic. Is what he was thinking. So much tapas I have. So this is going on like that. And then after some time, one day he went for Bhiksha. Nearby village mein wo Bhiksha ke liye gaya tha. Ek hi ghar mein. So he was asking for Bhiksha. That lady was just saying, wait, I am attending to my parents. Wait, I will come. So this Brahman was waiting. And it was getting delayed. After some time that lady she came out. She came and she looked at the Brahman. I said, do you think I am like that bird to get burnt? Do you think like that? That two birds you would have burnt by your tapas. You can't burn me like that. This Brahman was blown off. How did this lady know that I was sitting like this? There was a bird dropping which happened. When I looked at it, both the birds burned. How did she know? So he was thoroughly impressed by this lady. First time he understood all my knowledge is nothing. Here is a lady who seems to be more knowledgeable than me. Her jnana drishti is better than me. So she was really, Brahmin was really, all his ego got shattered. So with folded hands, he asked that lady, I want to really know. I think I have been in my ahankar has just taken over me. I want to learn a few things. Then this lady said, I am now to teach you. Go to the forest, there is one Vyadha. Go and meet him. He will teach you. And who is he? He is a butcher. Okay? So, see, our Upanishad is full of such stories. Today we may have all kinds of noise about this caste, that caste, and so on. In Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, there is a king, Kshatriya by name Ajata Shatru. All the Brahmins go to him. Hey, I want to learn from you. Kshatriya says, I am a Kshatriya, you are Brahmana. You are supposed, no, we don't know anything. We want to learn from you. Knowledge, Varna, Ashrama are all very different at those days. Today we have messed up. Britishers came and messed up everything. That's a different story. Wo to alag hai. So the Brahmanas went to Ajata Shatru and then took lessons from him. In the same way, this Brahman was asked to go to Vyada. Go to Vyada and have a conversation with him. He will teach. At that time, Vyada tells something. I have brought only those shlokas here. I have just brought some shlokas, what he said. We will just see how beautiful these shlokas are. The butcher is instructing the Brahman. What is he saying? Vyada uvacha, pita mata cha bhagavan yeto mat daivatam param yat daivatebhyah kartavyam tad etabhyam karomyaham. He says, this mata and pita are the gods for me. What I shall do for the gods, I will do for them. That's what he says. Yet daivatebhyah kartavyam. For devatas, whatever you have to do, no? Puja, samarpan karenge, ye karenge, puja karenge, wo sab karenge, no? He says, tat etabhyam karomyaham. He says, I do that for my parents. For my parents, I do it. What you normally do for the gods, I am doing it for my parents. That is what he is saying. Then what he is saying? He is saying, Trayastrimshad yata devaha sarve shakra purogamaha sampujya sarva lokasya tata vriddha imau mama. There are 33 important devatas in our pantheon, in our God. There are 33 devatas. Then there are 330 million devatas. Koti, 33 koti. This is our Sanatana Dharma's pecking order. So there are 33 important devatas. You have Indra, you have 11 Adityas, Ashwina, Maruto, like that. There are exactly 33 numbers. They are the main important devatas. Right? So he is saying Trayat Trimshat. Trayat Trimshat means 33. In Sanskrit, Trimshat is 30, Traya is 3. So Trayat Trimshat is 33. So he says Trayat Trimshat yata devaha sarve shakra purogamaha. They are all, great people of the Devaloka. Okay, Shakra Purogamaha Sampujyaha Sarvalokasya. The whole world actually does puja for them, for these 33 devas. Okay. Tata, in the same way, as that is happening, for these two elderly people I am doing. Vriddhav. That's what he says. He says, Vriddhav imau mama. These two elderly people are for me like that 33 devas. So I will do puja for them. That's what this Vyada is teaching the Brahman. Okay. Then he says, Upaharanaharanto devatanam yata dvijaha kurvanti tadvad etabhyam karomi aham atandritaha. Upaharan aharantaha devatanam yata dvijaha. All these great Brahmins offer great ahutis and all that to those devatas. With that spirit, I do for my parents, I do with that spirit. He is taking examples like that. Oh, they do a great yajna with a lot of nice mantras. They take ahuti with a lot of shraddha. They provide ahuti and all that. I do the same thing. To my parents, I do the same thing. What they are doing, that is what I am doing. That's what this butcher is telling to the Brahman. Okay? He says, that's what he says. Etau me paramam brahman pita mata cha daivatam etau pushpaihi palaihi ratnaihi toshayami sada dvija. He says, etauho. Tau means, in Sanskrit you have singular, dual and plural. Like German and Sanskrit are the only two languages. Ramaha, Ramo, Ramaha. Ramaha is one Rama. Ramo is two Rama. Ramaha is plural. In all languages, singular, plural. In Sanskrit, singular, dual, plural. So here it says etau. Etau means these two. Dual, not plural. Etau me paramam brahman pita mata cha daivatam. They are the ultimate for me. These two are the ultimate for me. All the gods are later for me. These two are the ultimate for me. He says, Pita Mata cha Daivatam. Etau, these two people, Pushpaihi, Palaihi, Ratnaihi, Toshayami, Santosha, I will make them happy. I will make them happy by offering Pushpa, Pala, Ratnas. And today we are imbibing the Western culture, sending them to old age home. This is how we deal to people whose only lakshya in their life is to bring up their child. I know thousands of people who are below poverty. They have pledged for the next 10 generations to get their children educated. At every level, this is the lakshana of a mata and a pita. They don't tell the children what problem they go through. Nobody tells. Everybody goes through problems of different kinds. At every level, the problems are different. Everybody, child rearing is the greatest sacrifice parents have done. What have the children done in return? At some point they say goodbye. See, I had a secretary, I must tell this. I had a secretary by name Simon. He was a Malayali. He was in our campus. Nice person. He was my personal secretary for a long time. When I was a dean, he was my secretary and all that. He lost his wife at a young age. Two boys, when that mother died, when the wife died, one boy was 6 years, another boy was probably 8 years, because they were in the campus. I see them every day. I used to see them every day. This gentleman, Simon, with enormous shraddha, every day morning, like a mother, he will cook early morning. I have seen him doing. Early morning he packs the lunch for the kids, prepare them breakfast, send them, etc. Comes to office in time. He doesn't delay. I am a tough administrator. 9:30 if he doesn't come, I'll take the hell out of him actually. So 9:25 he'll come and open my office. So he doesn't do all this at the expense of his. This was going on. Every father and a mother puts everything possible and they see the joy of bringing up their children. But I don't know where is the missing link. Look at Vyada. Vyada has no missing link. So he says, Yeto me paramam brahman pita mata cha daivatam, yeto pushpaihi palaihi, ratnaha toshayami sada dvija. Hey Brahman, I will tell you. Dvija is Brahman. Hey Brahman, I will tell you, I am worshipping them daily. That's what he said. Then he says, Yetaveva agnavyo mahyam yan vadanti manishinaha yajna vedascha chatvaraha sarvam yeto mama dvija. See, in our paddhati, you have to do yajna, you have to do agnikarya, you have to do so many things are there. He says all those are told manishinaha. Manisha means thought. Manishinaha means thoughtful people, good thinkers. Good thinkers are saying you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do agnikarya, you have to do yajna. I do all of that for my sake of my parents. That's what he is saying. He is saying that yajna vedascha chatvaraha sarvam eto mama dvija. Brahman, all that I am doing for these people, for their sake. So, there are one or two slokas. Whatever I could accommodate in one slide, I took it. Just to tell you, a butcher is actually giving a lesson to a Brahman, saying what is the importance of Mata and Pita. So I thought there are plenty like that. In Mahabharatam, different places are also there. I've just taken, because this is a popular story. So I just took this story to tell you how we have thought about the parents, particularly the mother. Okay. Oh, it is still going on. Okay. Etadartam mama pranaha bharyaha putraha suhurjanah saputra dara susrusham nityameva karomyaham. Every day I will do susrusha for them. Every day I will do susrusha for them. Etadartam mama pranaha. My life, my entire prana is only for them. Etadev mama pranaha. Bharyaha, putraha, suhrujjanaha, suputradaraha. Everybody will help me only in this process of doing susrusha for them. Right? Karomyaham. Swayam cha snapayam yeto tata padau pradhavaye aharam cha prayachami swayam hi dvijasattama. Parents get old. He says, I will give them bath. Because every mother gave bath for the child, how many years I do not know. First 3 years, 4 years. In the shloka it is going to come. Little bit, Shankaracharya also says all that. So he says, Aharam cha prayachami. I will give them food. Because I am today only because of them. Where from I came and how come I become like this? Because of them. So he says that Aharam cha prayachami. Swayam. I will do it. I am not outsourcing somebody to do it. Swayam. I will do it. Because it is a worship for me. Taking care of my parents is a worship for me. The butcher is saying, it is an worship for me. Okay? Then he says, Anukulam tata vachmi vipriyam parivarjaye adharmenapi sanyuktam priyam abhyam karomyaham. Anukulam tata vachmi. I will talk very nicely with them. Pratikulam na anukulam. I don't talk in a way I disturb them. There is a sense of gratitude in these shlokas. What you see is actually a sense of gratitude. Every child must have gratitude for the parents. That is what this, I think, Vyadha is bringing. He says, Anukulam tata vachmi. Vipriyam parivarjet. I don't talk anything which is not priya. Not good. I will not hurt them. Look at the sensitivity with which he is actually talking. He says, Vipriyam parivarjaye adharmanapi sanyuktam priyam abhyam karomyam. He goes to the extent of saying, what they like the most, even if it is adharma, I am going to do because I exist only for them. I will take the papa. But I will do what they were happy about. Even if it is adharma, I will do it. He goes to that extent. Doesn't mean he is doing adharma. He is emphasizing a point. Stressing the point with this example. We have to make them happy. That is very important to understand. इसलिए एक उदाहरण दे दिया ऐसा. I don't think he says I am going to do adharma and all that. It is just to make the point strong. That's what he is saying. Dharmameva gurum nyatva karomi dujisattama atindritaha sada vipra susrusham vai karomyaham. By knowing what is dharma and using that as the basis, I will do susrusha. I will be at their service. In a very dharmic way, I will do service for them. That's what he is saying. Panchaiva guravo brahman purushasya bubhushataha pita mata agniratma cha guruscha dvijasattama. He says there are 5 gurus. Hey Brahman, I will tell you, there are 5 gurus for us. Panchaiva guru. Guravaha. There are 5 gurus for us. Right? Purushasya babhushataha pita mata agnihi atma guruscha. It says the father, the mother, the Agni. The Agni will lead you to good things. That's what he is saying. Agni, right? Your own self. You have to listen to your own self. Atma, inner voice. Atma Sakshi. That is your guru. Lot of people make mistake in their life when they stop listening to their inner voice. I have seen it. It is very important we should listen to our inner voice. One of the greatest guru is Atma Sakshi. Sometimes it will tell something. Never brush it aside. Much later you will regret. I have seen cases like that. Atma Sakshi, don't dose it. Don't push it under the carpet. That is your strongest companion to lead you in your life. That's why it is also a guru. Atma. Atma is Atma Sakshi. Okay? So these are all things which I have pulled out from Mahabharata. What I am saying, every scripture, and Ramayana I will take. I will show you something from Ramayana. As a celebration of the mother. And the mother celebrates. I will take from Ayodhya Kanda some beautiful shlokas. When Kaushalya sent Rama to the forest, you should see the mood of a mother. You should see the feelings of the mother. Kausalya says. And we all utter it. We don't know that she said. That shlokas are very popular. Nobody knows where from it came. It came at the time Rama left. For 14 years, when he went to Vanavas, Kaushalya blessed him copiously. Only a mother will bless a child without any conditions, unconstrained. This is the lakshana of only a mother. Father also will put 100 conditions. Mother will never. It's a unfettered love. It is a love which is unconditioned, unfettered love with which the mother will bless the child. We will see that tomorrow. When we talk about the Ramayana, I will bring those shlokas. Anyway, that brought a little bit from Mahabharata now. Now let us see Adi Shankara's shlokas. We will take the first shloka and so Matru Pancakam, we will take the first shloka. Only the first shloka we will take and see one shloka, some short we will see. Mukta manistvam nayanam mameti Rajeti jiveti chirasutatvam Ityuktvavatyastav vachi matah Dadamyaham tandulameva sushkam. Bhagavan Shankaracharya promised that I will come at your last moments. See, in our Sampradaya, finally we give the rice, we put the rice on the mouth, na? That is what he is talking about. So he is at that time, it's a very emotionally he is saying, Dadami aham tandulam eva sushkam, toda. I gave you a little rice in your mouth. Last line is saying that. The last line says, Dadami aham tandulam eva sushkam. Thoda se me chawal de diya, ra chawal, that do not cooked rice. Thoda we take the rice. This is of Sampradaya. We actually, all the relatives also do it. All that, na? That is what he is saying. Now, before that, what did he say? Actually, what he is saying is, you did so many things. Finally, I gave you a little bit of rice. 4 grains of rice. Utni maine de diya. So the previous 3 lines says, what are all the things you did to me? In return, I am giving you sushkam tandulam dadami. Very, very little quantity of 4 grains of rice I put on your mouth. That's all I did in return. What did you do? Mukta manistvam. Tvam, you is my mukta mani. Mother says, you are my crushed jewel. That's how every mother thinks about their child. No? Mukta manistvam. You are my mukta mani. Right? Mukta manistvam. Nayanam mameti, you are my eyes. You are like my 2 eyes. That's what the mother is. Lalanam. Mother is doing all that to the child. Na? It says, Nayanam mameti. Mama nayanam iti. You are like my own eyes. Why you say eyes? Eye is the most important thing. See, I talked about Aravind Eye Hospital today morning. Little bit I told, na? That Dr. Venkataswamy, you know what he did? He said, I will eradicate needless blindness and restore the precious gift of sight back to people. He said, that is my goal in life. Whether people can pay, not pay, I am not bothered. I will restore needless blindness. Blindness can be avoided. Cataract operation, if you don't do, you become blind. It is easily, you can take the lens and put another lens, no? अभी तो 1 minute के अंदर काम चालू होता है. In 40 seconds they finish the cataract operation nowadays. He saw a lot of poor people. He said, you would have seen it in villages. You know what happens in villages? If one leg or two legs is gone, they will put a Jaipur foot. This fellow will become operational. He will do some work. If one hand is gone, he will have an artificial limb. If he is not hearing also, ठीक है. If somebody lost both the eyesight, village people are not cruel. What they will do? They will put him in one corner because he is useless. He cannot do any work. They will not throw him out of the house. They will put him in one corner. Some food they will give. One day he will perish. And Dr. Venkatasamy found that if the most important thing for poor people are these two eyes. The eye is very important for us. Other things we can replace. Eye also, if possible, you should replace. That's why he said, I will eradicate needless blindness, because without eye you become unproductive. You are severely limited by what you can do, unlike the other limbs. That is why Nayanam Mameti, this is the most precious. So I am linking my child to that. My child is very precious. That is the meaning there. Nayanam Mameti, you are my two eyes. That's what oh mother, you told all that. When I was a child, you told all that to me. Right? Rajeti, you are Raja. To me, you are the Samrat for me. For the mother, the child is always the biggest Chakravarti. They don't care. This is my Chakravarti, my Raja. Right? The word Raja is very interesting. The word Raja comes from the Sanskrit root Raj. Rajate means shines. That's why silver is called Rajat. Right? Shining. So Raja means one who shines. We need leaders who should shine. Today leaders are different. They shine differently. Okay. So that is the meaning of the word Raja. Rajeti, you are my Raja. You are a shining idol for me. You are the shining example for me. That is the meaning of that. Rajeti. Jiveti, you are my life. You are my life. If you are not there, I am not there. That is the purest form of love that we can see in the world. That is the love of a mother. There is no replacement. There is nothing that can come anywhere near. So he says, Jiveti. Chirasutatvam. Chiranjeevi Baba. Every mother says, I want my child to live long without any trouble, without any vyadhi, without any disturbances. That is the greatest wish of a mother. That's what here he says. Chirasutatvam. You be forever. You be a Chiranjeevi. That is what it means. So he says, Mukta manitvam nayanam mameti rajeti jiveti chirasutatvam. All these you told. These are all the things you told. Then, iti uktavatyaha. You told so many things. Iti, like this. Ukta means told. Huh? You told so many things like that. Vachihi, words, these kind of words. Mata hai, hey Mata, hey mother. You celebrated so beautifully by saying so many things about me. What did I do in return? Sushkam Tandulam. I just gave a little bit of rice to you. That's all I did in return. You did the greatest sacrifices. You celebrated me. You put me at the top of the pedestal. Your life was nothing other than me. That is what you told. You told. I am not telling. You told. You said, Mama Jiva. You are my meaning of my life. That is what you told. You said, I am the most shining Chakravarti. You said, I am like your eyes. All that you told. Iti uktavatyaha tava uktavatyastava. Visarga has become in Sandhi Sakara. So, iti uktavatyaha tava vachi mataha. All these so many beautiful words you said and then grew me up. Dadami aham. I am now giving you. Dadami aham. Tandulameva. After all, I give you Tandulameva. Eva is this alone, nothing else. थोड़ा से हम इतना चावल दे दूंगा बस. Nothing else I am doing. So that is the first shloka here, where he says, you did so many things. Finally, I could do only this much. That is what he said. I think we will take only one shloka at a time. We will have a short message like this. So Shankara says, this is what I did. He came back and then he did 5 shlokas. This is the first shloka that we saw. Tomorrow we will see something from Ramayana and then see the second shloka. I am also using this opportunity to show how mother is always celebrated and what is this emotion between mother and a child. Yeah. Okay. With that I think we will close for the day today. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Shubharatri.